Hi Aries, and welcome to your Spiritual Path Tarot reading for August 2019. This tarot reading is intended for those of you who are very spiritually inclined or walking a spiritual path. So, Aries, we're going to start by pulling a card for overall energy and message regarding your spirituality and what's going on, your spiritual gifts, etc. So, let's see. What is your focus for August? All right, so we have Kundalini Rising, Ignite Your Passion for Life, and number 22, which is a master number. So Aries, this coming out, there is a mastery taking place in your life in August due to your spirituality, however that resonates for you personally. There's a big expansion to your consciousness, and also I feel like your desire or motivation, hopefulness, optimism is like coming forth about something you had been working on, regarding your spirituality, but it like wasn't going anywhere, or you weren't feeling like you were expanding or benefiting or growing. And the truth is, Aries, you just weren't feeling it. And now in August, it's like this big expansion. Okay, so let's pull another card here to see what you may need to overcome, or what you are finally overcoming in August. Okay, so we have a Triumph of Lies. So Aries, this right here is where you are overcoming some deception somewhere in your life. And this is card number 1. So to me, this is like lies you've been telling yourself, which could be, I'm not good enough, I'll never be able to go anywhere with this, or, I'm silly, I'm foolish, I'm stupid. Because I can tell you, along my spiritual journey, and I'm talking about like the past 10 years of my life, because honestly, when I turned 30, it was like nothing else mattered. I just became incredibly spiritual. Like that part of me just took over, and like that's been my life and my main focus for the last 10 years. And along the way, I have gotten very discouraged and like, well, what do I have to offer anybody? There's a million readers out there, all these things. And we tell ourselves lies because we get discouraged, and we've experienced setbacks, and we experience cruelty from others, who don't believe in us, or nobody's there to celebrate your successes. And Aries, with these two cards pairing up, it's like you're going to finally break through and see the other side, where you break those chains of any sort of negative thinking about who you are, and what you are capable of. Because I do get the sense that some of you feel like you've been kind of spinning your wheels, and it's like there was a lot happening, but you are finally going to receive like the expansion of that now. So you're going to feel the fruits of your past efforts. And those of you who have really been, trying to get in tune with your spiritual gifts, or grow them, expand them, this August, you're going to see the payoff of that. You're just going to feel much more in tune than you have been maybe all year, okay? It's like the energy is finally lightening a bit from what it was. Like, it's been intense at times throughout 2019. So let's pull a few more cards, Aries. And this will give us more specific about, which area of your spirituality or spiritual gifts that this is specifically referencing. Okay, so that's 2, and we need 3. Okay, so we have Illuminated Mind. Look at that. Yeah, that breakthrough, that huge expansion to consciousness. Boom, right there, Aries. And this is where you're not going to lie to yourself anymore. Or even if this isn't like lies you've been telling yourself about yourself, this could be where you've really been giving others a free pass despite your intuition and all the red flags and signs. Like, it's just utter clarity for Aries. Protected. Look at that. And all things that come to light, Aries, it's because you are very divinely protected by your spirit guides, ancestors, passed down loved ones, okay? And lastly, we have ego death. Look at that. Do you know what ego death is about? Where we stop telling ourselves the lies that we're not good enough, we're not this, we're not that, somebody else is better. Like, that's what's happening here, Aries. Illuminated mind and ego death. So you are going to feel quite empowered throughout August. And again, you know, where you've been feeling like you're spinning your wheels and nothing's happening, like it's all about to come in. And to me, this is more about your consciousness and like personal beliefs about yourself or what you're capable of, and also really allowing yourself to see the truth in people despite your emotional attachment to them, where it's like you just see it for what it is and you don't try to make excuse or justification. Like, it's just a different perception than maybe you've gone about in the past with people who you feel very emotionally attached to. It's like you just see the truth. And the reason why the truth comes forward, Aries, is because you're divinely guided and protected and you need to see these things. Okay, it's for like your own benefit. And then also, you know, those of you where it's about yourself and you just don't give yourself enough credit, that's all about to change. I don't know. I feel like Spirit's going to really reflect back all the beauty of yourself, like that you give to others and the way you help others, and just being able to see yourself from a different perspective, okay? So let's pull some tarot dice. All right, so we have the Five of Pentacles in Aries. This right here is where, you know, negative thinking, rejection, lackfulness, a lackful vibration of energy, feeling like not good enough, like all the things we've already discussed right there in that first dice. And then next out is the Eight of Pentacles. And to me, Aries, this is all that work you've been doing, okay, to grow yourself spiritually, expand your consciousness. Like, you've learned a lot and now finally it comes through. And look at this. Triumph of lies, where you finally decide that, you know, you're not going to lie to yourself and kid yourself or make yourself feel small or less than. Like, you're really stepping up and owning who you are and owning your gifts, and it feels so empowering, Aries. And this is, again, right here, you know, other people in your life where you give free passes due to emotional attachment, where you just see it for what it is, okay? And you can no longer, you know, sugarcoat it for yourself or tolerate their bad behavior. You're just like, nope, done. I see it for what it is, and I need to worry about, you know, the preservation of me. And it's right there, Aries. But I love this Eight of Pentacles because with this Kundalini rising, it's like that expansion reignites your passion and excitement for life, but also for your spiritual path and your spiritual gifts and your mission for this lifetime. So let's pull some more cards, some more tarot to get some further clarity on these dice. All right, so we have the Five of Cups, and that sits on top of that Five of Pentacles. Aries, Five of Cups is sadness, heartbreak, defeat, and this is what we're coming out of, okay? It's like all is not lost. You have done so much work, and you just have not seen the payoff for it. And, you know, I've been there, like, when I was really learning about the power of my own mind and manifesting, like, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. And it takes a while, doesn't it? This has to happen first. And now I definitely see the power of my thoughts and emotions, like, so strongly that if I'm starting to get really upset and like down, you know, or getting really down on myself, I stop, because I see in my reality like the way that impacts everything. And you know, 10 years ago, no way could I have connected those dots. 5 years ago, I was, you know, still kind of struggling with it. And now, after all this time, it's like, oh, okay, I finally get it. Maybe I'm a slow learner. I don't know. But Aries, this here, it's like, I get that energy where you just don't feel like you can win no matter what you're doing, and you're like, I'm following everything that I know to be right, I know to be true, so why is all these other things happening? And you know, sometimes it's not about the fact that you don't deserve it, or that you're not putting enough positive vibration out to the universe, you know, to align yourself to positive experiences. You know, what hurts us the most truly grows us the most, and also allows, you know, this ego death to happen. And so anything that you have been denied, Aries, or different connections that had to leave your life, different paths that didn't work out that really felt right, like that was divine protection of you, because you do have a path, Aries, and you have learned so much. And August is just like going to totally be illuminated within your consciousness, and you're going to be grateful, okay, for certain things not working out, and you see the truth like never before. On top of that, Eight of Pentacles, look at this, the Three of Wands. It's like, when is it gonna happen for me? And Aries, it's like you just had things to learn and understand and grow into, and finally it's like all of that is coming in. You have learned, you have grown, and it is time. I love that. Gosh darn it, if I could get it to stay. Okay, on the Seven of Wands, we have the Fool. So this right here is very telling to me, where in the past, maybe you, even though you were feeling things and sensing things, like you ignored them because of, you know, who it was coming from. Again, that, you know, special concession, that past that we give the people that we're really connected to. And August is bringing forth a new beginning for you, Aries, and shift in perception where that stuff can't penetrate anymore. Like, you're just, I don't know, you're different, your vibration, your energy, because look at this, the Ten of Swords sitting on top of this Seven of Swords. Wow, Aries, you are overcoming some really rough stuff. I can see why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling in this reading, but listen, Aries, you have been more protected than you know, and finding the truth out about somebody can feel like a defeat at first. But imagine like you going the whole rest of your life never knowing the truth about somebody. Like, that's a worse fate than, you know, finding out the truth and then dealing with it, filtering through it, you know, and then healing from it. Because it's just, it's better, even though it hurts and it's painful, you know, it's better to know the truth than to go your whole life without ever knowing that. And I just see that where, you know, there's a lot of things that have happened, and you've really taken the high road. You've tried to do the right thing. You've been trying to manifest, like, everything. Like, you've been doing everything you could possibly do, Aries. And you're like, I just cannot win, which feels quite defeating. And, you know, here comes August, Aries, and all of that's changing for you, okay? There's things coming in, and you're moving out of some really heavy energy, and you're just gonna be, I feel very wise. Like, the dots are finally gonna connect for you, and things are gonna make sense. And you know, as you move through August, move into September, you're gonna be happy that certain things worked out the way they did, even if it was incredibly painful at the time. And the fact that there's two sevens, there could have been a lot of things that just came to light in July that were hard and heavy, and now in August you're getting a return of positive energy to help you through that. But also your consciousness is really expanding, and you are moving beyond it, Aries. So let's pull I have one final card here for you guys. All right, we have on target, follow your ideal life path. Yes, Aries, that is so beautiful. It's like no matter what has happened, what setback has come your way through this Ten of Swords and Seven of Swords, Aries, Spirit's like, nope, you were on target. Things are going to finally start coming in for you. Dots are going to connect. It's going to make sense. And your consciousness or your spiritual gift is really going to expand in August because of what you've been going through. It's not like a reward. It's like you have earned this, okay? You have worked. You have gone through trials, tribulations, lessons, emotions all over the spectrum, Aries. And so what's coming to you in August, this beautiful expansion and growth, is earned. Every bit of it is yours. Like, pat yourself on the back because this has not been an easy journey for you whatsoever, but the new beginning is here finally, and you're just going to have a different perception, and you're going to see people and lies for what they are, and it's not going to hurt you and affect you the same because, again, like I said, you're really spiritually expanding, which elevates your vibration, and you are on target, Aries. So just remember that. Anyways, those are your messages, Aries. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.